Hi, I'm A. Van Jordan, and I'm going to read two poems to you from two different books. One is from an older book, Quantum Lyrics, and the other is from my latest book, When I Waked, I Cried to Dream Again. And the first poem, the title is Black Light. Black light is, these black light bulbs that used to be popular when I was a kid in the late 70s and early 80s. You go to a house party and you have this black light on, and it's like you could see kind of in the dark, but not really see at the same time. And so it was perfect for a house party. So I'm going to read this one, and it's really about being in a place in your life and then leaving your hometown and coming back, and you realize that people's lives have moved on and things have changed and your relationships to people have changed. Um, this is Black Light. Our bodies cast a shadow of one body under a black bulb pulse in your mother's basement. Light, even when it's black, moves faster than youth or old age. It's the constant in our lives. But I remember when I thought your house, always ready for a party, even during the week, was the fastest element in my life. Toenails, lint, teeth, eyes, everything was wholly under the glow. I suspect even my bones radiated when we danced, which was always more of a grind than a dance. Whether the song sung came from Rick James or Barry White, we called what we did in the coat room dancing too. My hands ultraviolet under your dress, but innocent. We were only kids after all. I was 16, and you were a woman of 18. Already we knew how to answer each other without asking questions, how to satisfy by seeing what nearly satisfied looked like in each other's face. This all before I ran out to sneak back into my mother's house in the middle of the night. But now it's 8 years later. You're walking, it seems, so I offer you a ride, and you look in and smile. And when I see you, I wonder what would have happened if we had stayed in touch. I have to get back to work the next morning in D.C., a 5-hour drive. It's near dark, and I want to get on the road before night falls completely. But I stop anyway. It's been too many years, and I mistake your gesture. Then I realize you don't really recognize me until you back away and turn on your heel. Then a man with a jerry curl and a suit that looks like it's woven from fluorescent lighting walks up and looks at me like I wasn't born in this town. And for the first time in my life, I question it myself. He walks up as slow and sure as any old player should on Sunday night. While walking away, you two exchange words. You don't look back, but we see each other in our heads, aglow, half naked, under our black bulb pulse in your mother's basement. Given a diadem by the lucid night in the street lamp's torch, the man wearing the fluorescent suit casts a broad shadow, like a spotlight into which you step. Maybe he's the reason we're here tonight beneath these dim stars, casting a light true enough, finally, for us, after all these years, to see each other. This next one, um, this is in the voice of a sorceress um, in the Shakespeare play The Tempest. The black character Caliban, who's always depicted as this monster, um, is really just someone who's kind of conjured. The image of him is conjured through the mind of the main character Prospero. But also in the play, there's a woman, Caliban's mother, who's talked about a lot, but she never appears. And she's the kind of character who, if she had appeared on stage, I mean, you hear the stuff that they talk about with regard to like her relationship to Caliban. She's the one who would be telling the truth, who would be telling people exactly who folks are, not just what people say they are. And so this is There's a little spell from his mother's name is Sycorax. It's just a little spell from Sycorax that I call Hex. The day of the spell was the day of cast shadows, of diaphanous figures whipped clean of fear, angels ablaze sailing a coastline of hushed tete-a-tetes, adagio tenor wails laced with rage, smoke rising from the wells, from the laughter, just when the last local trains crawled into stations, just when televisions grew verdigris in homes obsolete from indolence, just when black signatories erased their names and put on their boots, cirrus streaks formed on the skyline of the city. A mother held her barely alive son, the son to whom she vowed protection from harm. Having thrown a circle of gopher dust to enclose her enemies, she raises a totem over her head. It's now time. Let her wield the words of black declensions, new vowels, the best nouns of home training, of damn good sense. Let her sit for a spell, wipe sleep from her eye. Let her obtain a license for what's lethal from whatever God has taken her image. Whenever the sun comes over the buildings, whenever the moon weighs more than the sun, more than Pisces and Neptune, walk to a street corner with plenty of witnesses, where you'll bear no isolation. Sing your words facing north or even higher. Now, walk backward through the chains of time from each past and current hindrance to your future. Invoke the names of those not ceding privilege in boardrooms, the ones who oppress to their graves. Now summon each forgotten spirit, each fallen son. Bless each prayed up grandmother, each open door and vivid corridor. Bless the pains spared you, vicarious to you, passed down in your blood, carrying you through the dangers and the echoes of time. Remember, family echoes within your body. History pulls through you as you move through a day. Raise them in this prayer, let's call it, to that God who took your image. Go to the tree, to the home, to the street corner, and spread these words, tossing wreaths, spinning incantations where torn life collapsed under a last breath. Thank you very much.